Namaskar. Vanakkam. I want to thank you for inviting me for this RUBARU event by eVidyaloka. And I find this event particularly providing the connection between urban and rural children really fascinating. This is a very interesting approach that you are taking. And I want to applaud you for this effort, this initiative, and all the people involved, the volunteers, the corporations that sponsor it. And as for our own initiative, what I am trying to do is to provide rural children through our school, which is called Kalaivani School, provide our children the really world-class education in a rural setting. And these students come from very humble backgrounds. And my hope is that by investing in them, providing an education that is really whatever the best of urban children get, along with a very practical bent. I'm a believer in education learning by doing. So this is very project-based, very early childhood. It is Montessori methods. As they get older, they start doing a lot of projects and science through projects, even mathematics through working out real problems in the farm, in the locality, all of those, estimating numbers, estimating, for example, population, and all of those types of things we teach by doing. And then organize drives locally in the village for cleanup. These are the types of activities we are planning. And we have seen that in Zoho, our employees, in some cases employees, relatives, say mothers or sometimes spouses and other relatives, they have all volunteered for these initiatives. And we are seeing really good people with an urban background wanting to serve in these villages, which is very vital for us to take our nation to greater heights. And with more than 50%, 60% of our population across India in rural areas, and much more than 60% of children in rural areas. Let's keep in mind that urban areas, even the percentage of the population by weight, they don't produce as many children. People come to cities and they don't have as many children as people in villages do. So which means even bigger majority of children are born in rural areas. And the future of those children is the future of our nation. So all of us have a vital stake in making sure that our rural children get the best opportunities. For that, companies like ourselves, companies like Zoho, we have to invest in rural areas. That is what we are doing. And we plan to expand this much further in the next few years. And I'm happy to see eVidyaloka doing this, and I'm happy to learn from your experience. We will work with you to learn from your experience doing this and see how we can benefit from this for our own initiative. My goal is to create the kind of school we have created in this one village where I am right now in Tenkasi, and spread this across 100 villages. In particular, I'm focusing on these interior villages, villages that are not on the main highways, because that's where a lot of the challenges are in terms of access, exposure, all that. These children deserve a break. That's why I have moved myself here. And I am encouraging a lot of our own employees to move with the understanding that Zoho will invest in good facilities. So also invest in schooling and all of that, and healthcare. All this we will invest in. And we are also combining it with a return to natural methods in farming, that takes care of, that respects the soil, that respects nature, and go back to our traditions where we look at nature, the nature goddess, earth goddess, as sacred. The very ground we stand on is sacred. That we need to get that spirit inculcated in us so that we take care of the earth, take care of the ponds, take care of the trees, take care of the animals, take care of snakes and insects, bees. All of that are vital for our own future well-being. So this is the spirit I want to inculcate in our own kids. Along with it, train them in mathematics, in science and technology, and of course arts, very critical. Our musical traditions, both our rural folk music traditions and our classical music tradition and our dance traditions, rural dance programs and Bharatanatyam. All of this we are creating the setting here to do this. And this is something that I want to do in 100 areas and as part of Zoho. And I want to learn from your experience doing this all over India. And where you've gone, we want to follow your path. And I'm very impressed by your organization, what you've built in eVidyaloka, and I want to wish all of you the very best. I'm very sorry, due to prayer commitment, I could not make it to the event, but maybe next year or sometime I will be happy to participate. And I want to wish you all the best on this year's RUBARU event, and thank you for listening. Nandri, thank you.